Welcome everyone to episode 37 of Let's Play Final Fantasy XIV. Previously, we had concluded our investigation into Lahabrea. While we didn't find him, we did put a stop to a couple of his machinations. We prevented the summoning of Relgar when we were at Little Alamigo. Not that I think that the resistance people there who were under that impression had gotten very far. But we also stopped a woman who was doing some strange rituals in Gridania that involved the unfortunate murder of innocent civilians. But at the behest of the authorities, we did stop that. So that behind us, Minfilia has another task for us that's going to take us away from the Ascians and bring us towards another bigger problem. As to what it is, we'll just have to check in and find out. But come with us as we begin the next arc of Realm Reborn. And this time we will be investigating in this area, oddly enough. So give us a moment and we will be back in the Waking Sands. So, to get back to Vesper Bay from here, it is actually very simple. Take the Ether right to the Arcanist Guild, and then take the ferry. That'll drop us right off in Vesper Bay. No need to use teleport or airship or whatnot, or one of your precious Vesper Bay tickets. So we recently completed the Sunken Temple of Qarn. Now the next optional quests from Nedrick and the woman behind the corner there are not necessarily ready yet. But we'll cover those when they do come up. But check for a Let's Play Final Fantasy Extra for the Sunken Temple of Qarn. That may be released either before or after this episode, but it has been recorded. Okay, and here we are. The Wrath of Titan. Minfilia is waiting to brief you and your fellow Scions on a new development.
The Maelstrom requests our assistance.
Concerning the kobolds they sent such copious notes on, I presume?
Yes. And no. It has more to do with their findings, which portend a peril far greater than any beast tribe.
What sort of peril?
The worst kind. A tribe of kobolds in the vicinity of Limsa Lominsa'a has reawakened Titan. Our task will be to slay the primal. the Maelstrom have sworn support for the endeavor. They are no strangers to the havoc kobolds can wreak.
Years before the Grand Company's reformation, two primals, Leviathan and Titan, chanced to converge upon the sea wall, wreaking untold devastation. There, by the grace of the Navigator, were the mercenaries Merlwyb hired able to fend them off. Yet it did not take long for the beast tribes to regroup, and they summoned their primals once more.
Thankfully, their second coming was decidedly short-lived, but that is beside the point. So long as tormented souls will them to exist, the realm will never be rid of primals.
The Maelstrom has kept a watchful eye upon the beast tribes, and the kobolds in particular, ever since. Which brings us to the matter at hand.
Unlike Ifrit, we know scarcely anything of Titan. Unfortunately, the only force known to have bested him, the modestly named Company of Heroes, disbanded 5 years since, and mercenaries are not in the habit of keeping chronicles.
Expect the worst. The Maelstrom's help is of course appreciated, but even if we had their whole armada at our disposal, we could still find ourselves overmatched. A pity the kobolds lack the gentle sensibilities of the sylphs. A peaceful resolution would be more than welcome. The echo will not avail you this time, I fear. If you are to survive, your steel must needs speak for you. No one would think you a coward were you to decline.
So you will accept? Thank you.
We can't very well send her to Limsa Lominsa'a without Y'shtola, can we, Minfilia?
May I ask that of you, Y'shtola?
I never thought it in question.
Ever reliable. Very well. We will spare no effort to win victory. You may count on the full support of the Scions of the Seventh Dawn. And all not afield will aid the fight from afar. Thancred, Ida, go to the Grand Companies, tell them of our plight and solicit their support. Urianger, send word to the students of Baldessian, and Alfino if you would. Papalimo, compile all the information we have on Titan, little though it may be. You will be apprised of the tactical situation when you reach the Sailor's Ward. Provision yourself for the journey. May you walk in the light of the crystal.
So, we are now up against the Primal Titan. And to begin our investigation, we need to go to Limsa Lominsa'a and speak with the Maelstrom there. Now, if your home base is Limsa Lominsa'a, you can simply use the return spell, or just take the ferry again. And again, if you want to skip the ferry cutscene or the airship cutscene, just press the escape key and it'll ask you if you want to skip. But anyway, you want to go to the aft castle. So I've done some leveling off camera. My Lancer is now level 37. My Warrior was... Let's see, I think... Yeah, he was... I think he was 30... Well, he's still 35. I thought he was level... I thought he got to level 36. Oh, well. Anyway, biggest news is our companion, our Chocobo here... he has learned... He is now level 5, and he has learned Cure. So, he's become rather useful, because he can cast a Cure on us and himself. Now, that's only going to get better when he reaches level 7, and that is basically if you keep doing this healer at every level. Because then he can do he can cast Choco Surge on himself, and that will increase the effectiveness of his heals. Now, if you put all 10 levels into healer, he'll eventually learn Choco Medica. But let us see how many credits I have, because I need 4 grand for the next level. Talk to the personal officer, ask for promotion, and I need 500 more. So we will do that off camera. Good to see you, Private Kasmeer. The Scions sent word that you are on your way. To business, then. It is as we told the Ascendant. The Kolbolds have once again summoned Titan. A little over a moon ago, we began to observe the beastmen moving south in increasing numbers from Ogmoro. Our scouts subsequently confirmed the object of their aggression. Crystals. Fodder for their fell primal. Thank you, High Commander. You may leave the rest to me. Your deeds bring glory to the Maelstrom, Private Kasmeer. Right proud am I to call you one of our own. Her dialogue will be different if you are with one of the other Grand Companies. Forgive the lack of forewarning, High Commander. The Admiral wished to address Lahabrea personally. We are no strangers to conflict. Long have the Sahagin and the Kolbolds plagued our people. Nor is this the first time we have had to address a primal threat. In the past, when Titan rose to threaten the peace, it was a company of heroes who turned. But they are long disbanded, and we must look to other brave souls blessed with the strength to face this foe. So it is that we turn now to the Scions of the Seventh Dawn, confident in the belief that you are Limsa's best hope. I hope you are right, yet the situation is far from simple. The Kolbolds are not prone to unprovoked aggression. Did not the thalassocracy make a pact with the beastmen that each would keep their own lands and that no blood would be shed? And was it not the Lominsans who violated this agreement, dissatisfied with their lot? Shall we then condemn the beastmen for defending their homes? Even a pirate must one day reap what she has sown. I would advise you to choose your words with greater care, Lady Y'shtola. Stand down, High Commander. She has the right of it. And the wrong is mine. Freely do I claim it, yet it makes little difference. Remorse will not shield us from Titan's wrath. Or would you have us fall upon our swords? My apologies, Admiral. The safety and security of Limsa Lominsa's citizenry are, of course, of paramount concern. Already, we have observed disruptions in the flow of ether further inland. The effects will be felt here in the city ere long. I ask much of you, I know, but the need is great. I trust I can count on you, Private. You have my thanks, along with the full support of the Maelstrom. I await good tidings. That the Kolbold should summon Titan demonstrates they are no longer amenable to negotiation. This being the case, we must needs prepare for conflict. Before we meet Titan in the field, however, it would be wise to learn all we can of our foe, and I can think of no better source of information than the mercenaries who defeated him once before. The company of heroes may be no more, but several of its former members still live. It is said that one of them is employed at Greyfleet Mills in Lower Nocia. Quite why a mercenary should choose to become a miller, I do not know. When you find him, mayhap you can ask him for me. I, meanwhile, shall seek his fellows. Oh, if you're interested in PvP combat, you want to talk to Rashiki and take this quest, A Pup No Longer. Once you reach level 50, the hunt board will unlock for you. You'll have to speak with one of the Grand Company people to unlock the quest for that. So we need to go to the other end of towards the Greyfleet, this area of Lower Nocia. All right, and here we are. So this is the Greyfleets. You got a lot of windmills here, and in this shack here, we have who we think might be a company from the company of heroes. Let's see if we're right. Lay down your burden, son. Come drain a pint with me. We'll have a grand old time. Find a lass or three. You gonna say something, venturer, or just keep staring? Eh? You want to know about the company of heroes? Ah, hells. Price of bleeding fame. Can a miller mill in peace no more? Still, seeing as ye come all this way, I suppose it wouldn't hurt to oblige ye. Consider yourself lucky, lass. Old Trackturn was the company's best axeman. Now, what does he wanted to know? Now, if you are looking for company seals, these won't necessarily do it for you. Gah! So you want to hear the tale of how the company of heroes bested a primal, do ye? Let me guess. You mean that bastard Titus, eh? Oh, if ye'd been here to see it. 'Twas a mighty struggle like legends of old. Me and the boys fought him for 3 days and nights, we did. The ground trembled with every step Titus took. And when he hit, girl, it was like a cannonball to the gut. Ugh, just like that. Oi! What's that look for? I'm a blank stamp hero, I'll have you know. The people around here sing me praises. Don't tell me you only care for learning the secret tactics we used to beat old Titus. Well, too bad, because now I'm not feeling charitable. If you're so damn desperate, why don't you do me a favor and kill those rats that have made a nest in the windmill just south of here? I do that and we'll talk. So yeah, this is where he's talking about. Right click to interact. Yeah, so the beasties are dead, are they? Nice work, Venture. See when the hassle of... never mind. What? You still asking about how we beat Titus? I don't know, Venture. It was a pretty risky strategy. The kind only a veteran of 10-score battles could rely upon. I want to teach ye, but I truly do, but unless ye prove ye have what it takes to face that fat bastard, I can't in no good conscience tell you a damn thing. At the very least, ye need to be capable of slaying, say, a Goobbu. Come to think of it, that ain't a bad idea. Them creatures have a taste for the flowered mill here, so they have no trouble finding one in the vicinity. Of course, I ain't asking ye to cut one down quick as skilled axeman like myself. Any road, why don't ye try heading due west and stand in lookout in case a Goobbu comes calling? Slay it, and I might consider telling you more about old Titus. Okay. Your tasks aren't living up to legend, bud. You again? Then that Goobbues was harassing the miller is dead. Didn't think he had it in ye, adventurer. Still, you took forever and a day to get the job done. I'm still not sure if I should tell you our Let's see. Let's take the coins for now. This may go a bit long, but I'm thinking the next one's going to be rather interesting here. Yes. The Lominsan Way. Dragoon remains unconvinced of your readiness to defeat the dreaded primal Titus. So, as I was saying, I still don't know if you have what it takes to face Titus. Maybe if you slew, Grey Fleet Miller. Dragoon! You in here drinking again? If you are, that Goobbues had better be dead. Oh, it's dead, Chief. You have me word on that. Cleave the beast skull in two with me trusty axe I did. Is that a fact? And what will your friend here say if I ask her? She'll vouch for me, of course. Ain't that right, friend? Tell me true. Was it Dragoon who slew the Goobbues, or was it you? Chief, what are you saying? It's me, Dragoon, the finest axeman ever to serve the company heroes, the legendary mercenaries who slew that beast, that bastard Titus. Titus? Titus? Who in the seven hells is Titus? Some primal you fought in a drink-sodden dream? The company of heroes slew Titan, you bloody half-wit. Well, see, Titus is what me and the lads used to call him. That's the biggest lotus of Hagen blank I've ever heard. Both of you, outside. We're learning the truth of Lominsan Way. Dragoon, if you didn't slay that Goobbues, you may consider your contract revoked. And let's see what's going to happen here. All right, you know the rules. First one to smash their boulder wins. Don't even think you're trying to kill me. Who picked these boulders? They're nothing alike. Oh, the hell's with it. Let the contest begin. And watch out for this guy. All right. I admit it. I lied about being in the company of heroes, but I'm begging you, Chief, please don't dismiss me. I've learned me lesson. Honest, I have. Save your blubbering Dragoon. Gods, I should have known. Mercy, please. I didn't want to deceive you, I swear. It's just I kept getting turned away by all the folk I asked for work, and I panicked. See, the last job I had was at Costa del Sol, and there was this grizzled marauder everybody treated like royalty. When I heard he was captain in the company Heroes, I finally understood why. I wasn't being serious when I said I was when I was one of them, but and believe me, look, his name was Wastecat, alright? Wastecat. He'll tell you how to defeat Titus, or whatever the hell that thing's name is. That's what you wanted, ain't it? So come on then. Tell the chief to forgive me. It's only fair. So, don't worry about the bomb. You'll be able to defeat the in no time at all. Okay, and so to finish this out, we need to go to Costa del Sol. And for that, we need to go to Eastern Nocia, which is right near where we are. So this should be right about the level we are right now. We are level 35. So if you're still looking to get credits and level up, you want the fates around here are going to be the best to take part of. Also, the fates in the upper Nocia, where Camp Bronze Lake is at, that spa, that's not a bad area also if you're in the lower 30s. Okay, so here we are. If we haven't, speak with the Choco Keep to register yourself. And also, if you haven't, go ahead and attune to the crystal here. Because this can be a rather useful point here. In order to get to the person we want to speak with, you want to take the ramp behind the bar here. Pardon? You wish to slay the Lord of Crags? We must slay him, Captain. The people of Limsa Lominsa'a are depending upon us. You fancy yourselves heroes, then, just like in the tales? Be not so quick to judge. Long have I labored for the well-being of you and yours, and my associate here has bathed in Ifrit's hellfire and lived. She is blessed with a power that protects her from primal influence. Thus was she able to lay low the Lord of the Inferno. We know full well the risks and have taken every possible precaution. We lack only the knowledge of how to enter Titan's lair. Pray be so good as to grant us the boon of your wisdom, and we shall be on our way. A woman who can't be tempered. Useful, but it will not be enough. It is true that the company of heroes fought and felled primals, but each victory was fought with the lifeblood of brave men and women. And Titan was the worst we faced. Aye, we defeated him in the end, but he took from us some of our very best. Even if you possess the power you claim, I have no reason to believe you will succeed. Believe what you will, we mean to try. Though our lives be forfeit, we will not abandon Limsa to the wrath of Titan. You are passionate, I'll grant you that. And you deserved better than the greeting I gave you. But I will not send you unto Ogumoro on a whim. To be plain, I do not wish to see you give your lives in vain. At the very least, I must have assurances that you are more than common adventurers. I oversee security for Master Gurguru's estates. Perhaps you can demonstrate your abilities by attending to one of our... Ye gods, man! Have you heard nothing I have said? We have not the time to perform trivial tasks. The enemy is at the gates. Do you imagine words can sway me, girl? If you dislike my conditions, then you are welcome to find your own way into Ogumoro. Though it pains me to admit it, I fear we have no choice but to acquiesce to the man's demands. Yet much remains to be done if we are to best Titan. Forgive me, but I must ask you to undertake this task alone. I will use the time to see to the remaining preparations. Leaving the dirty work to the others, are ye? Very well. Pray, do whatever the good captain bids. However trifling, remember, the fate of Limsa Lominsa'a hangs in the balance. And there is 36. And that's going to do it for this episode here. We are on investigation to slay the primal Titan. He is the Lord of Crags, or basically he's Earth-based. But anyway, we have started our investigation. We saw through the fake who was in the Grey Fleet, and now here at Costa del Sol, we have managed to find the captain of the company Heroes. And so next time we will begin the task he has in order to prove that we have what it takes to defeat our next foe. So come along and see what tasks he has for us. Until then, take care, and we'll see you next time.